EA has just released what may be one of this year's biggest sleepers in Road & Track Presents The Need for Speed. This is a racing sim for anyone who ever wanted to get into a car that had supercharged witchigizzets and ultra-turbo lopper tubes and go screaming down the road.
I'd even wave at all the cops as I sped by. I mean, in a Lamborghini Diablo, which has a top speed of over 202 miles an hour, the cops wouldn't even put down their coffee and donut to try and chase me.
Hey, cop, come chase me. I even put my car into neutral to make it fair.
Every car commercial on TV shows great cars going impossibly fast down the highway and around corners. But anytime we normal folks forget to watch our speedometers for a second, there's a cop coming out of nowhere, ticket book in hand.
If you're one of the people that feels like this, The Need for Speed is exactly what you need. It features 8 exotic cars that can go faster than light, handle like they're on a rail, and are in the price range of, if you have to see the price, you can't afford it.
These are the cars that always have those bikini-clad women draped across their hoods and posters, and when a guy says something like,
"Dude, look at those headlights,"
they're actually talking about the car.
The Need for Speed, which was originally released for the 3DO, is a package that truly lives up to the term multimedia. Someone at EA knew what a CD-ROM was for when this game was put together.
Anytime a section of the game is loaded, beautiful photo-quality shots of the cars grace your computer monitor. And the soundtrack is CD-quality music, and it's very good, although there just weren't enough different tunes.
And instead of just having a game, The Need for Speed includes an incredible car showcase section, which details each car's performance, mechanical specs, its history, and general information.
But on top of all that, broadcast quality video of each car has been added, complete with narration and great music.
But all that stuff aside, there is a game included in all of this.
And a great honkin' game at that.
Yep, featuring the Mazda RX-7, Acura NSX, Toyota Supra Turbo, Porsche 911 Carrera, Dodge Viper RT10, Corvette ZR1, Lamborghini Diablo VT, and the Ferrari 512 TR.
And each car was closely modeled after the real thing, and they did a great job getting the cars to feel just right.
Oh, how would you know?
I drove my own, and
You don't have a sports car.
I do too. I do.
I've seen the car you drive, and you don't have a sports car.
Do too.
You do not. You have a brown Pinto. Looks like a bean.
I do not. I have a Porsche.
You have a bean on wheels.
I imagine it's a Porsche sometimes. But anyway, the specs in the showcase section told me how each car performed, and when I drove the cars on the PC, they handled just like the specs said they would.
Well, you're right about that. It's very impressive how the designers were able to get the feel of driving a sports car onto the PC. It feels just right.
But make sure you have a joystick or a steering wheel peripheral before you play this game. The keyboard, while functional, just doesn't deliver the thrill of driving this game has to offer.
6 different tracks are available to race on in this game.
Actually, there's 7.
But I'll get to that in a minute. There are 3 open road tracks and 3 closed circuit tracks. The open road tracks are just that, tracks that are like racing on the open road.
There's traffic in both directions, realistic landscape, tunnels, expanding and closing lanes, everything, even the cops.
If a cop catches up with you and gets in front, you get pulled over and given a ticket for speeding.
If a cop can catch you while you're driving a car capable of what these cars are, you deserve to get a ticket for being a sissy driver. But to help you out, each car is fitted with a radar detector that beeps faster and faster as you get closer to a cop.
Making this package even better are the different modes of racing that are included. The time trial lets you just race against the clock. No traffic, no cops, just you and the open road.
The head-to-head mode is for racing against a computer opponent, or you can race against another human over the modem. All the traffic and cops found on open road tracks are included in this race.
The single race mode puts the player against 7 other computer opponents, or 6 computer opponents and 1 human through the modem.
The tournament mode divides all the types of cars into 3 classes, with each class being rated for a specific track. The player must win in each class in order to win the championship and advance to a special 7th track.
This bonus track is unavailable until the tournament is won, but after it's won, the bonus track is always there.
But winning the tournament is not as easy as it sounds. I set a record time for a track and the computer still beat me. The competition is very tough.
The really great thing about this game is all the extra stuff that's been thrown in. A ton of statistics are kept for each race, including top track speed, acceleration time, lap times, braking times, and more.
The computer also memorizes each race, which can be played back after the finish. The entire race can be watched, or the computer will select highlights for you to view.
There are multiple camera views to use, but all of them are from behind. There aren't any views watching the race from the front.
When I first got this game, I really wasn't all that excited. I mean, I've played NASCAR racing, so everything else is just going to be a letdown after that, right?
Wrong! And I know that I'm going to be hunted down and killed for my next statement, but I like the Need for Speed even better than NASCAR.
I think I know what you mean. The tracks have a lot of variety with curves, hills, tunnels, and traffic, but it still retains the depth of a for-real racing sim.
This is bound to be one of this year's biggest sleepers. This is a first-rate package.
If you're a fan of exotic cars, get this game.
If you like great racing games, get this game.
If you like well-done PC games,
You guessed it.
Get this game.
The Need for Speed is the hottest racing game I've seen this year, or most any other year for that matter.